Look at this. Look at this and tell me these two things. What is the topic and the controlling idea?
Topic
The whale is the largest mammal in the animal kingdom. When most people think of whales, they think of sluggish, obese animals frolicking freely in the ocean by day and eating tons of food to sustain themselves. Now, let us also focus on the grammatical angle too. Look at this. One simple sentence. Okay. Then look at this one. Up to here is one sentence. In this, where is the primary sentence? Where is the primary sentence here?
when most
Now,
people are thinking.
No, that's wrong.
Secondary.
When most people think of whales, extra, right? That is what secondary. They think of sluggish, obese animals frolicking freely in the ocean by day and eating tons of food to sustain themselves. Extra, and that fellow has given compound. This is called compound complex because one secondary idea and two primary. Look at what is primary here. They think of sluggish, obese animals frolicking freely in the ocean by day, plus they think of eating tons of food to sustain themselves. So two ideas. Okay. When people think of ants, secondary idea. On the other hand, extra link, that is, they tend to think of hard-working, underfed creatures transporting objects twice their body size to and from hidden highways. This is what primary idea. However, link second. If we analyze food consumption based on body size, secondary idea, we find that ants eat their full body weight every day, while a whale eats the equivalent only 1,000th of its body weight each day. In fact, when we compare the proportionate food consumption of all living creatures, we find that whale is one of the most food efficient creatures on the earth. Okay, now I am doing it leisurely, but you have to learn this while reading itself. Now look at this. Now I would say I will put all the primary sentences in red. They think red. They tend to think of all unrelated something twice their body. Red. However, if we analyze food consumption based on the body size, we find that ants eat the full body every day. Primary. Okay. When we compare the proportion of food consumption, we find the whale is one of the most. I'm not saying other things are not important, but I'm saying this is first thing you need to focus. All primary sentence. Now read only this. The whale is the largest mammal in the animal kingdom. They think of sluggish, obese animals frolicking freely in the ocean by day and eating tons of food to sustain themselves. They tend to think of hard-working, underfed creatures transporting objects twice their body size to and from hidden ways. Okay, we find that ants eat their full body weight every day. We find that the whales is one of the most food efficient creatures on the earth. Okay, now tell me, what is the topic? Who is the hero of this paragraph?
The whales.
Okay, now which angle of this whales he is discussing here?
The food consumption.
That's it. After reading all this, that's the first thing you should get. Now look at this. What is the topic of this passage? Whales are animal kingdom.
The whales.
What is the scope of the passage? The life of whales in the ocean or food consumption of whales?
Food consumption.
Yes. Now, if you observe, this fellow was also given the information about ants. But this ant is only side character. Our hero is whale. I am giving you the story of the whale. In this process, I may have other characters. But when I ask you, what is the prime motto, prime thing? Sir, whales, and he's talking about food consumption. Maybe he could have he could have said so many things about whales, like how huge thing, or what kind of laziness, all that stuff. There's so many things I can talk when I choose one character. But writer has chosen to talk about food consumption of the whale. So that's what you need to do. Very good till now. Now, what is the purpose of the passage? Why do you think that fellow, whenever I give the purpose, guys, now look at this. You have to find out, sir, is simply narrating a story, sir. That's the purpose. Or he's describing something, sir. Or he's analyzing something. Or he's informing me something, some action is doing. What is that is doing? What is the purpose? The whales are food efficient creatures. Ants are better eaters than whales. What is the point he is trying to prove in this passage?
The whales are
The
food
whales are
efficient.
food efficient creatures.
Fine. Now, important. Important point is one more angle. Now look at this. If you observe, look at this. The whale is the largest mammal in the animal kingdom. When most people think of whales, they think of sluggish, obese animals frolicking freely, blah blah blah. When people think of ants, on the other hand, they tend to think of hardworking, underfed creatures transporting objects twice their body size, right? However, if we analyze food consumption based on the full body, while right, in fact, guys, these are our traffic signals, right? The moment I see, on the other hand, my mindset is fixed there. It means he's giving something opposite to that. Agreed? Now, when I say however means, okay, some kind of concession is taking. In fact means whatever he mentioned, he is expanding this. Okay, you have to be very careful with these kinds of words. These are very signals. Now, and in addition to, okay, in other words, Ram, you read out and we'll analyze step by step. Now, first we'll see the question. What is that is asking to find out? Primary purpose of the passage. Primary purpose of the passage means whatever I am asking you to do now, what and which angle of that? First you find out. Read out.
People often base their perceptions of similarity between fraternal twins on factors other than actual physical resemblance.
Okay.
Mannerisms.
Wait a minute. We need to stop here. Now, you think, is it a fact or an opinion?
Right?
People often base their perception of similarity between fraternal twins on factors other than actual physical resemblance.
Opinions.
Okay, so the moment you read this, you understand that fellow is going to prove it, isn't it? Perception, either he prove it, he goes with this, or he may go opposite, whatever. We will find out. So I got my idea. What is this is talking about?
Fraternal twins. People's perception about them.
Yes, people's perceptions. Which angle? Now I
Fraternal
would say, if you ask me what is that is hero, I would say fraternal twins is the hero, and how people see their and perception about their physical remember factors and people's perception about fraternal twins. This is what the topic and controlling it. Okay. Now, mannerisms such as similar gestures and facial expression can substantially amplify even a minor resemblance. Okay. Fraternal twins, who are no closer genetically than ordinary siblings, are very likely to share many of these behavioral quirks. Since they often spend more time together than do siblings with a separation in age, consequently, because they constantly provide each other with non-verbal feedback, they tend to converge in many of their unconscious habits, leading to a closer perceived resemblance to one another. Okay, now you tell me what is the topic. Here itself we got it. You know, okay, I'll put like this. Sir is talking about fraternal. See how my thought process, fraternal twins. Okay, now which angle of that is talking about?
people's perception.
He says yes, people possession other than physical resemblance. He said. So obviously he is trying to prove that they are similar because of some qualities other than physical resemblance, isn't it? Now, he said mannerisms such as similar gesture, yes, that is one thing, resemblance. Then he said behavior and communication, all that stuff. Now tell me, what is that he's trying to do here? Is he trying to prove a point, or is trying to narrate a story, or describing? What is that he's trying? Is doing in this?
Okay.
Okay, I'll give it, is he narrating or trying to prove a point or describing?
Trying to prove, sir.
Yes, trying to prove this. Okay. Answer.
So B, sir.
Answer B, sir.
What's your answer?
To
B,
provide
sir.
a plausible explanation of an observed phenomenon.